Hi, I'm Janika Ruska, and this supposed to be my study journey, and it kind of will be, but this is more like also my life and my thoughts during my studies to become as a neuroscientist. But today we are going a little bit off topic. I actually should study at the moment to my exam, which is after tomorrow. But now I'm explaining these things because these thoughts came to my mind today. And let's start with, yes, I have to think. So, where I start. We will talk about sexuality first, but then we will go to humanity and I will explain why. So I'm studying also sexual counseling and I will graduate soon. And one thing what I have noticed is that recently sexuality has come more and more up as a topic. People talk about it more, which is really important, that we are able to talk about it in general way. It's like people don't feel maybe that they are alone with the topics and things related to sexuality. But at the same time, there might come up some pressure because it have come up in a way that sexuality is really powerful thing and you can use it as an energy source to kind of be really strong human being. And one thing is that yes, sexuality is a central part of human. And by the way, if you want to check the definition, WHO has their own definition, and also from my page hackyoursexuality.com or then Instagram hackyoursexuality, which is the project what I'm doing, have the definition for that. And from these sources you will see that sexuality is a really wide topic. Kind of, it's not the one thing. And I have so many thoughts about this. But anyway, that first of all, even it's a central part, it's in us in a different ways. It doesn't mean that it needs to be the center thing in us, that it needs to be all the time up and we need to show it to everyone and it needs to be all the time in the same level in our lives, because it's pretty normal that we have other things in our lives too, and things affect to sexuality, and there might come some emotional scars or those kind of things which you need to heal first to be able to bring it up more to yourself. But the actual point why I wanted to talk about this is that when I can hear that from people talks, that you can use it as an energy source, then first I will ask, what are you meaning by that? It can work for someone if they have make their own definition what it means, the sexual energy, but what it actually means, because sexuality is so wide thing. So what you are actually meaning by that. And yes, you can use it as your energy source if you want. But the second thing is, because it's so wide topic, and if you would say that to someone, and let's imagine that some person is going to some stressful situation, maybe talk to many people, and if we would say to that person that use your sexual energy to survive from the situation. Yes, we don't know how that person is defining the sexuality, and second, we don't know if that person has something problematic with that topic, kind of with the sexuality. If there is some emotional scars or traumas even, or if it's some topic what the person likes to keep themselves. So I feel that yes, it's good to talk about it in a general way about sexuality, and if you know the person, if you know that the person likes to hear that, it's totally fine. But we have to remember that it's also super sensitive area, and we don't know how we could affect by saying that if we don't have permission to say those kind of things. If there is some really, really bad emotional scar happened recently, and if we would say to that, use it as your energy, that would maybe come to that person's mind first and like shock everything there. So I think it's important to remember these two things, that it's a sensitive area and it's also a wide topic. So just remember these two things. But still, I recommend to continue to have the discussions at least with yourself and with the people who want to do that. The second thing, this was actually the thing what I wanted to talk, and then I started to think that if the definition is, or if we Google it and then it's saying that it's a central part of humanity, I started to think, what is humanity? Not a harder question at all. Yes. So, I haven't studied philosophy at all. Maybe in school at some point we had some course about it. And I have people around me who are talking about topics related to that and like really deep conversations, but we don't actually like the name that we are now talking about philosophy. So I might have some thoughts coming around coming from people around me, but I'm saying sorry if I don't understand it correctly. So if you are studying that topic, feel free to comment below this video what you think about it. Because I'm really curious about learning more about it. But anyway, I have my notes here on the paper, and I want to share the ideas what I get from this topic, and then I have a final conclusion, but it will leave a question why still. So it's not that I solved the problem. No way. I feel that it's at the moment it's impossible to solve. But maybe these things will open a bit someone's thoughts. Maybe someone will make it more clear. So let's start. So I put here humanities in the middle, and then I put communication and society, but then other animals are also able to communicate in their own way. But anyways, I'm now focusing the things which came to my mind about word humanity. I made one point here that we are able to make structures because of the communication. As by structures, I mean not only society and these physical structures, what we are having, how this world works, but also that we are making structures about everything. Kind of, we create emotions. We have, I feel everything is structured in our head. Because I feel that we want to make we want that everything makes sense somehow. Even we would work against the sense, or which would make sense, we try to make it sense in our head. Like now, I'm avoiding studying to the exam, which would make sense that I would study that instead of doing this video. But then I'm explaining it to myself that I need a break to be able to study more later. So we are explaining things. So it was a one thing in my list that we trying to make everything make sense. Yes. And to make structures, this came to my mind that we are able to adapt to new situations and restructure our brain. What else? We are able to behave against our instincts. And I think this is related to that everything would make sense. Able to love, to try to understand, to forgive. And these are the things which came to my mind, and the end conclusion was that we want to understand. We want to understand, and that people will understand us. So we are curious. And then I was thinking, why? To survive? I don't know. This was my thoughts about humanity. So I got a bit off from the sexuality, but it's, this is complicated topic, and feel free to comment below this video, and also subscribe if you want to hear more. I will change the topic once in a while. So it was nice that you came to listen to this video, and let's see you next time. Bye.